they saved a lot of families' lives. So, in turn, you're going to use the platform that gives 70% of their market, of their employees that are black. You're going to put their money in jeopardy? You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
That's not smart. So, again, Colin Kaepernick, I didn't say he did anything wrong. I'm saying the owners ain't doing nothing wrong neither. Like, people talk all of that stuff, but they don't own businesses. So they don't even understand the whole dynamic of the bottom dollar. You see what I'm saying? The bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you taught us about this when I was asking you about the Starbucks
right,
situation.
I told you the same thing in Starbucks.
Yeah.
When you open up I open up a Starbucks. I open up a Starbucks to sell coffee, not for you to come and use my Wi-Fi. So if you're going to come and use my Wi-Fi, buy some coffee. See, everything is not black and white racist. It's portrayed that way because so much stuff has happened, and that's all people use to get their message across. But that's not technically always true. You know?
That's really good.
I mean, I just believe that. Like I said, you will hear these sentiments from people that never owned a business in their life, so they don't even know how it works or how it goes. So they're just going from the horrific acts that they see, but they don't understand the fine print of business. Like for instance, when you go into a neighborhood, right? Like say for instance, if you go into a private neighborhood and it says no soliciting, you see those signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if someone comes and solicits and they get arrested, the first thing they're going to say, especially if it's in a predominantly white neighborhood, it's racist. They shouldn't have arrested me and all that. No, you shouldn't be soliciting in this neighborhood. Now, you only going to feel that way if you live in a neighborhood like that. Now, if you live in the projects and all of that, you don't have the same thought patterns like that.
You know, I used to do that actually, but not with what you're talking about, but the same concept what you're talking about. I used to do that, like when I used to get pulled over, and my license be suspended and all that. I would actually get mad, like, yo, man, these cops, white cops, they racist. You gotta pull me over. But come to find out,
protocol.
Yeah, like I have a suspended license, and I didn't stop at the stop sign.
Yeah, it's not racist.
Yeah.
You had a suspended license.
Right. Or my registration was out, or my insurance was out, or I had a backlight that was out. I'm not even paying attention to that. I'm like, yo, they racist.
Yeah.
But my stuff wasn't right.
Right.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Thinking like they're going against you.
But they would only be going against me if I had everything, if I was in the right. But I wasn't in the right.
The thing with that, right? It's a slippery slope. That part is right. Now, where it gets tricky is, was you racially profiled? See, that's where the story gets thicker. Like, well, okay, I might have.
But if you're speeding, though, if you're speeding,
then you're not being racially profiled.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're just randomly stopped.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, you're still going to go because you have a suspended license, but why did you stop? If you just see me, I'm a young black guy in a nice car, and you feel like, let me just pull him over, and you see that I have a suspended license, that's where it's wrong.
Right.
Again, the energy behind it. You see that
Your
word,
oldest daughter is studying what?
Law.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to clearly break things down to just a normal playing field. You always do that. It's really good.
It's not easy.
It seems easy, but
I mean, that's just who I am.
which brings me to, as we wrap up, I want to, I told you this offline, but I've known about a Roth IRA, money market account, for a long time. I knew about it for a long time. But when you said it, I didn't do it right away because I'm in the market, stock market, stuff like that, whatever.
The market is real volatile.
When you broke the simplicity of getting a Roth IRA, I didn't do it right away. But it was on my mind. It was on my mind like week after week. I was like, yeah, this Roth IRA, I just kept thinking that because certain things that you say, like it plays in my head like during the course of the week. And the Roth IRA was one of those things. So I just wanted to tell you publicly that I did open up a Roth IRA account. I am putting a good amount of money in there every week. And I also learned, I built up a relationship with the banker his name is Matt. Shout out to Matt. And I have a different relationship now with the bank now, and I'm learning new things. Like one of the things that I was asking Matt, and maybe you said it, but maybe that's not what I took from it. But I asked him well, what's the difference between a savings account and a Roth IRA? And he said that a Roth IRA, your money is not taxed. You can put it $18,000 a year is not going to be taxed or something like that.
It's a tax deductible. Exactly. I said it. If you go back, you'll hear I said it.
I know you were saying don't get a savings. You was like don't get a savings.
Because your
get
money
a Roth
is just
IRA.
sitting there.
Yo, that was one of the best. I wanted to tell you that because I wanted you to know. And I wanted also our listeners to know that two things. One is it never hurts to listen to someone that's successful. The second thing is you don't have to act on it right away, but keep it in the front of your head. Keep it in the front of your head. And obviously, if you can act on it fast, then act on it fast. But this stuff really, the stuff that you talk about, it really works.
Yeah,
really. And I'm excited about it.
Right. That's what was my next question. How did you feel about the Roth IRA?
Yo, as soon as I walked in, I was a little bit nervous when I first walked in. I didn't know what I was doing, but I heard what you said. You was like, yeah, just go in, open up a Roth IRA. To be completely honest, I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I thought it was going to be paperwork, and then I got to go here and then come back.
Yeah,
so it was as easy as you said.
Process. Yeah.
Because sometimes when you don't have it, sometimes when somebody of your magnitude will say yo, all you got to do, just go to the bank, open up an account. If you didn't do it already, sometimes you subconsciously think, oh, nah, it ain't going to be that easy. He just saying it like it's easy. But it was actually as easy as you said, if not easier. And so when I went in with the confidence yo, T-Money said, yo, just go in and ask to set up a Roth IRA. So although I was nervous, I knew that you gave me something that I can go in and speak their language. All right, he called me in the office. He was like, yeah, how can I help you? And I was like, yeah, I already banked with you guys, but I need to set up a Roth IRA account. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he just, I went through the process, but without that term, I wouldn't have had it.
Right. But see, that's changing the narrative, because that right there is what we're trying to do. Even though it was you, but it's still a form of knowledge that was transferred over.
And the other thing about it is I feel good. It's something about having that account. Everything else that I do, it's just whatever.
That's your nest egg.
Yo, you just said it perfectly, yo.
Yeah, when you get
My
older
nest
and you
egg.
finish,
What?
yeah, when you finish with everything and all that, and they hand you that check, you be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, I just made 500,000 for retirement money, stuff like that. So,
And
I mean,
if y'all don't get nothing else, I'm telling you guys that it was as easy as he said, and that I did. I'm
hmm
not bullshitting y'all. I'm not hiding nothing. It's nothing. Like, it's
oh
really
no,
you
but
just go in and do it.
I would never give people something so intricate that they will uh, lose their way with it. So everything I try to do is just transfer the knowledge that's transferred to me, because this is the stuff that's holding us back. People, especially our people, we'll get some knowledge and some information and keep it to ourselves, because that's like saying we don't want to see nobody else successful. That's not how I am. Anything that I know, any piece of knowledge that I get, I'm redistributing it to my people, because a lot of people don't understand that a person, and I told you this before, a person can be way more valuable to a person than, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. A person can give people knowledge, which is way more valuable than money in their grand scheme of things. Meaning, you can pay somebody's rent for them for a month, and then next month they might need help again. But if you give them the tools to actually go out there and make their own money, you might never have to pay their rent for them ever.
Yo, and you're 100% right again, because I feel like if you give me some money, it'll
hmm
feel, because money is energy, right? So if
Yes.
you give me money, like, I'll feel it, like, oh damn, whoo, yes, damn, that's good. But with what you told me about this Roth IRA and your passion behind talking about it,
hmm
I feel that forever. Like, I'm gonna feel that forever. Like, I had to put it in somebody. They asked me, like, I had to call my nephew, like, to find out, like, his social, because you have to have, like, a beneficiary or whatever.
hmm
Like, that
Yeah.
felt like, that was, like, I had called him at the bank. I'm like, yo, I need your social. And he was like,
Yeah.
what's up? And I
Yeah.
was like, no, I'm at the
Because
bank. I
that
gotta
money
do
got
this.
if anything happens to you, that money gets transferred to your nephew. So
So
yeah,
that feels
that's super
amazing, like
good.
forever.
Now you have something to write a will about.
Right.
You see? You see how that works? Like, and then that's just like, that's just the surface of trying to start new things, because once you see you have that going on, that makes you want to have other things going on. You
Yeah,
see,
because you know,
like,
when you was talking about what made it simple for me, and what I want to make sure people understand is, it was what you said, because you broke it down, and you guys go and listen to the previous episodes, but you broke it down to, like, sneakers. You was like, if, you know, maybe you don't buy a pair of sneakers if you buy sneakers every once a month, maybe one month you put in like 200 here, or you put in 400 here. Then you was talking about the video
redistribute,
games.
redistribute the un, the money that's not a necessity.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? Redistribute that money. The money that's miscellaneous, that you can, certain things you don't have to spend it on, you put it into that. You know? So like, it's phases with that. So you get into that phase, and then you get in the money marketing phase. Then you open up your line of credit, and then you start getting into the business phase. That, like, for me, I'm about to transition into the business phase where I don't even have to touch none of my money. I just sign my line of credit. So now I'm gonna redistribute that into either real estate or some type of business where it's just lucrative. But me and my wife, we're just like studying for the right plan. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it all starts with that. That's just a seed, and then you water it and it grows. But this is the things